Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Voice of Us. Today, we are going to talk about some difficult situations that have happened to us in the past. And I'm going to start by saying my story. But first of all, I would like to say that here we have Andy and Laura, as well as Marcos, to also share with us their stories. So I'm going to start saying that some time ago, when I was working as an interpreter, I got to meet one guy that had broken his thumb terribly. This guy didn't seem to be that worried about it. He was saying he only wanted to get back to work as soon as possible. However, for that to happen, his finger had to be cut partially. I was really surprised by his indifference towards the situation. I actually thought he wasn't thinking it correctly because of the painkillers he had received. When he decided that he would accept his finger being butchered, I told the doctor that maybe he wasn't understanding the situation correctly, and perhaps he needed some extra explanation or other options. The doctor explained that his finger could be kept if he gives the special care it needs, such as cleaning it nicely when needed, among other instructions. But he refused to do that and preferred to have his finger cut. That day, I understood that there are people that just don't want to be helped, and you shouldn't feel bad about it.
That sounds
Yes.
really, really awful. How did you
Yes,
feel about it?
yes, it is. But what do you think, Laura?
Yes, it's true that some people just don't want to be helped.
Yes, I
Uh,
agree.
yeah, what a situation that you had there. No? I mean, this guy could have had his finger back, but he was he didn't wanted it. No?
Yes, I guess so. Well, things happen in life. Anyways, now I would like to hear Laura's story. Can you please tell us what happened?
Yes. Well, in my case, since the pandemic occurred, I have been getting sick frequently and I have faced several difficulties regarding my health. Apparently, a virus has entered my organism, causing me from time to time weakness, dizziness, nausea, and frequent vomiting. I have been to several doctors, and one of them told me that it could be leukemia. But after numerous consultations with other specialists, fortunately, leukemia has been ruled out, and I have begun a treatment that has included medications and injections to strengthen my immune system. I have managed to recover little by little, and now I am feeling much better than before.
It's
I'm
really
glad
good
that
to hear
you're
that.
feeling. I'm glad that you're feeling fine now, Laura.
Yes, it's really good that you are good now, and well, I'm really glad that it wasn't leukemia. And well, like I said, I'm really glad you're here with us now.
Yeah, I hope you're okay now too. Well, this is something that can happen to us. No, we don't know what we can have in our body, and well, these things happens. No,
Yes.
Well,
well, okay. Uh, uh, I'm going to tell my story. This is one that I've been thinking. Well, this happened to me when I was in school. When I was entering into ninth grade, I changed school to a new one called Innova Schools. I think you might know it. Uh, well, the thing is that this school was bilingual and they focused a lot on English. But the problem is that the English that I had learned at that moment in my previous school was very basic. Of course, I was really confused because of this change. my grades were so bad, so my parents hired a private teacher for me so I could improve. After that, at some point, I started to like English, and I think this is one of the reasons why I got this interest in languages. And now I have studied Portuguese too, and I would like to learn a couple of more.
Yes, it's really nice hearing that. I believe that this situation of having changing schools and facing new challenges such as the language you learned back in your previous school and then in the new one, this that challenge was for you difficult, and I'm glad that you overcame that situation. Yeah. And now you
Mm.
learn English more than before, and that's really good to hear.
Yeah.
What a difficult situations. I'm really proud of you that you overcame these situations, and I'm really glad that you want to learn more languages.
Reminds me when I traveled back to the UK for a job trip, and I have studied English for more than 2 years, American English to be precise, and I couldn't understand anything about what they were talking. It's just that I can't with the British accent. They just pronounce things differently, and then I got to talk about something to an Australian that was far worse.
Oh, I understand. Well, yes, it's true that whenever you learn English first, British English is difficult. And of course, I understand that Australian accent is way worse. But I'm glad that you overcame that situation and that now you can talk more in English and you, well, are more interested in languages.
Yeah, could use learning some slang from Australian English, but I won't say that a foot on that land. Sorry, I don't like spiders.
And well, Andy,
Yes. Well, I know that sometimes the the different ways of speaking a language between countries can be confusing. Well, I understand the speakers know of English that they also say the same of Spanish. Yes, it's true. No? We have different ways of talking a language, um, and that can be really confusing for some of us.
Mm, yeah, I agree that British English is not so easy, but I'm glad you overcame these situations.
well, Marcus, it's been really good hearing you. And well, I'm glad for everyone that the situations that sometime in the past happened now are just experiences. And well, here we are now. I really appreciate the time you guys took to talk and share your experiences. And I hope we meet again in the future and can talk about more experiences. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.